Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Asim. I'm working as AWS Solution Architect and AWS Automation Engineer. Today I'm going to show you how you can deploy AWS infrastructure by using my Terraform code. So what you have to do is to go to this repository, and I'm going to tell you today from the scratch how you can deploy the infrastructure. So you have to simply go to this repository and select the Terraform classic modules from there. And in the meantime, I'm going to let's deploy the small Linux instance, and I'm going to show you how you can actually uh, use this code by simply using the small Ubuntu 18 LTS. You can select any Linux instance, but I like Ubuntu, so that is why I've chosen this. So I'm going to select the T3 small instance, go to the next. Let me see, I have not selected the configure instance. Okay, enable subnest. Okay, I'm going to SSH into this instance, and next add storage. Yes, 80 gigs would be fine. I'm going to call this instance Terraform, and next security group, let's say I'm going to create a new security group, and I just need an SSH connection to this EC2 instance. So I'm going to select my IP. Okay, and what I'm going to say, I'm going to create a new key pair. Let's call this Terraform, or let's say I'm going to call this Asim. I'm going to download this key pair, and I'm going to save it. The reason I'm making this video is to just let you know, guys, that how easy, if you use my modular Terraform code to deploy the infrastructure, you can test in your dev and production environment. So I've downloaded the key, and let me remove this clear downloads as well. So let's launch the instance. While instance is launching, one thing just you have to do is to simply attach a role with this particular EC2 instance. So I've already created that role, so I'm going to attach a role with this. Let the instance start. You can attach while the instance is running as well. So I've created this EC2 full admin access role. You have to just simply go to your IAM role and create IAM role. I give this EC2 full admin access to this role, and I'm going to apply this. So I'm telling you all this from the scratch. So I'm going to SSH into this particular EC2 instance. So let's cd go to the desktop and SSH-i Asim and Ubuntu. Okay, so I'm in. So what you have to simply do is to go to the HashiCorp website, and let me show you that as well. Go to the HashiCorp website, go and Terraform download, not tablet full. Okay, so as I'm telling this from the scratch, so that is why I need to tell you guys full regarding this. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to copy the link 64-bit Linux. I'm going to simply do wget if it is there. Let's see. Yeah, it is there. So I'm going to unzip. If unzip, I think it is not there, so simply apt install -y unzip unzip. So now I'm going to do is to unzip this package. You see, this is the one. So I'm going to copy this Terraform green to the user USR local and lib. So if you type Terraform now, okay, and let's see is copy or not. ls USR local main lib, it is there. Okay, so okay, Python 3.6 is there. Okay, sorry guys. You have, what you have to do now is to copy the Terraform instead of user local. You have to user local bin. Instead of copying this, copy this to USR bin. Okay, copy Terraform this. Now see USR bin, and there is so much output. So grep for the Terraform. The Terraform is there. Let's see, run the Terraform is now running. So what we are going to do, let's remove, if you want to remove all this stuff, Terraform and Terraform underscore this. So I'm going to make a directory git. I'm going to go into that cd into this git directory. Let me create let's say environment, let's say dev. I'm going to go into the dev, and what I'm going to do is to is to simply copy my Terraform module. Let it copy. I'm going to deploy the VPC. Okay, let it open in the next tab, and I'm going to also open this Terraform commands. So what I'm going to do is to simply copy this. You don't have to do anything, and these are the CIDR ranges we are going to use, and all are editable stuff. Let me show you guys. So I'm going to create a VPC, let's say .df, or you can say module. I'm going to paste it here. So I need to tell you guys regarding this module. Instance tenancy is default, and this is my VPC module. Enable hostname DNS. These are the parameters. VPC name you wanna select. I'm going to select call this Cloud Legend VPC. You can select any name. VPC location, these are the tags. I'm going to say Frankfurt. I'm going to deploy in Frankfurt. Region is this, and from where you can see the region, let me show you that as well. Okay, if you go to the dashboard, this is your region. I mean, you have to copy this EU Central 1, you see. So wherever you want to deploy the code, you can give this internet gateway. I'm going to, this is the tag name. I'm going to call this IGW. Map public IP on launch true. Okay, and public subnets name, whatever you want to call this. I'm going to call this public subnet location. These are the tags, all these related tags. I'm going to call the private subnet name is going to be private subnets. I'm going to attach one NAT gateway. Minimum is one required in my this Terraform deployment for the private subnets resources to access the internet. So you can call say 2 or 3 nets, whatever you required. What is going to be the name of the NAT gateway? This is the NAT gateway name, and private route CIDR and private route name VPC CIDR, and these are the private subnet CIDR ranges. So currently we have three you see availability zone in the Frankfurt region, so I've given this range. So let me deploy the code. Sorry, let's undo first, and I'm going to save it. But what you have to do is to give the right source. Source is not this. I mean, we are fetching the code from the Terraform, sorry, from the Git. So what you have to do is to give this source. I'm going to show you. This is my code. So this is my source, GitHub, QuickBooks Terraform Classic Modules VPC. So what you have to do, guys, is to copy simply this and put it there. So it's going to fetch this module. So I'm going to save this. Let's say type Terraform init, initialize the Terraform. It is fetching, you see, from that particular GitHub repository, and it is initialized. Let's say Terraform apply dash target. It is a module. So and the module name is VPC. VPC, I've called this. Okay, invalid resource module target. I might be forgetting the command. What is the command? My target is equal to okay, target apply to target module. Okay, and this is the command. So I'm going to have done a little bit wrong here. So target is equal to module dot VPC. Let's see. So yeah, this is the command. So I forgot it. So target Terraform apply target module, and the module name we are currently deploying is this. So let me cancel as well. Let me show you guys as well again. This is the module name VPC. You can call this any name. So this is, we are going to Terraform apply dash target module is equal to VPC, and let me show you guys and that currently in Frankfurt there is no VPC with the name Cloud Legend, and the CIDR ranges I've already shown you. There is only default VPC, and how easy it is if you use my Terraform code to deploy the infrastructure. So there is only one VPC, and this is the default VPC. Let me run this, and I'm going to say yes. See, it is deploying, and let me just refresh this. You see, Cloud Legend VPC is deploying. This is the CIDR range I'm going to use. It is creating the subnets. See, the code is fetching from the GitHub public repository of mine. You can use that. So it is created the public subnets, route tables. It is automatically creating the route tables. In a few moment it will create the internet gateway and the NAT gateway. Let's go to the internet gateway. It is created, and if I go to the NAT gateway, it is also created. Just hold a second, please. Yes guys, I've attended the call. So let me show you guys the NAT gateway. So NAT gateway is created, our infrastructure is deployed. I've set the one NAT gateway. As you see, this is the way you can use my Terraform code and this is the way to deploy the infrastructure. Let's say if you wanna deploy, go back, and let's say if you want to deploy the VPC with different subnets or different side ranges. If you want to deploy VGW, if you want to deploy, let's say, for the VPN, there are lots. If you want to deploy the RDS, there are many examples you can use. Let's say if you want to deploy the application load balancer, deploy the auto scaling EC2 instances. This is the way. Simply copy paste my code from my GitHub public repository. All you have to do is to simply copy paste and do this stuff. So thank you guys. If you like this video, kindly like and share. So I'm going to destroy this as well to make sure that all infrastructure is deployed before I leave you guys. So it is destroying. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.